Viking today. And I got my rings. Hey, it's an Oyvind. You were playing with brain mass.
Pardon?
You were playing with brain mass and skinning. Was it a moose? Yeah. It's.
Okay,
See you. Let's see. We'll go back out and I'll tell you. He was tanning a moose hide in the village this week, which was cool to see. I noticed my camera's a little crooked, so I'm gonna try to fix it. He was tanning a moose hide this week and you have to use brain matter to do that. Of course, not human brain matter, but was fun to see. Hey. What up with those crowns, Karin? That's right, I'm blingy. No, I was guiding today again. Holger's making a net. He ran out of some hemp, so we have to get him some more. But there you can see his looping technique. You see it there. And then he uses the stick to gauge, but it looks like that below. And sometimes he uses them to make nets so that he can catch women. Can I show you? Luli? Can I show you? Okay. Luli's tattooing. The victim is okay. Oh, you're covering the nipples. Yes, no, it's very important. Covering the nipples. Does it hurt? Arnold?
No, he's having pleasure on it.
You're having pleasure on it? Oh, look what you're getting, though.
It's a dragonfly.
It's a dragonfly. So what hurts more, machine or hand poking?
Machine.
Machine hurts more.
Yes.
Yeah. We watch you for a second while you do your magic. I have the microphone so they can't hear you, but I will zoom. As long as you're covering the nipple, so you know. That's okay. He's a man. There you go. we want to protect all roads' dignity.
It's the only thing that Vikings cannot show.
Yeah. No, we haven't showed what you have done on here before, so this was perfect timing. It's a peaceful time to get tattooed because it's after hours too.
Today we are only lining, and tomorrow we are gonna do the shading because we are having a gilda.
Ah, she says today she's doing the outlining, and then tomorrow they're going to do the shading because there's a gilda tonight.
So we want to enjoy and make music with the whole village.
And wants to enjoy and make music with the whole village. There's so many musical people around, so this will be fun.
It's so magical. These Latvians are amazing.
Yes, the Latvian Vikings are here and they bring instruments. Okay, thanks for letting us peek.
Yes.
All right, I will go out and you can release his nipple. See you releasing the nipple. It's really been hot here today too, but now as you can see, the sun just went behind the mountain, so it's a little better. I'll show theirs. We showed this tent a little bit ago, but I'll show it again. There's some more bones over there, and then the things that are made with the bone. Hey, Karsten, I saw Heidi was here too. This is tansy, by the way. Flies don't like it, and you can color yarn with it. Oh, look at that small piece. This is Herb's Hydro, which we looked at a couple of weeks ago on YouTube. We showed these guys. Fun things. And then Robin's here. We're gonna go and play with your loom. By the way, I have to show you what Liga's been doing. Liga's been working on your loom, and I said, oh, Robin will be so happy that it's just not gonna be in the same position when she comes back. See, that one's closed for the day because there's somebody actually living in that house. Jay is coming tomorrow from Die Machtmeister. I forget what it is, Die Machtmeister. Anyway, the one that was being brew here, and he will be staying in this house. And I'll put my bag down. Then we can go see inside. So this week from tomorrow, it will be turning into a brew house. But this time, he'll actually be able to brew indoors on the fire. And if you'll notice, we've even got lots of links set up so he can control the height of his pots, his cauldrons. I'm hoping that one up there is strong enough to hold the weight. And then, let's see, he gets to sleep, not in these, but in here. There's little beds in here and a little holes in the wall for you to store your things in the eaves. So he can hide lots of things in here. But I'm not sure if we have a mattress in here for him, so we'll have to get one soon. Yeah, this one doesn't have a mattress yet either. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to get him a mattress, all 4 of them, but you can sleep 4 people. And this is kind of a fun one. I don't know if the camera will show it, but way in the back and on the left you can see, maybe, not really, nope. There's a little door back there, right there. So he can get out in case of a fire. In case of the fire, he has a second exit. But this will be really cool to see. You can see height-wise here if I turn this. Let's see. Ta-da! And then lower it a bit. There. So I'm about 5'6", and you can see how much space he has to work with. Then he can raise and lower as much as he needs. So that will be fun. Let's see, and then we'll turn it again. There we go. By the way, all the wool in the wall is insulation. Oh, so this will be really, really quite fun to see. Ah, Karl's here. Okay, so Karl is in the chat. This is intentional. We'll see how much he gets to pay attention because he's making dinner for his father, I think, at the same time. But he says it's 25 degrees in Celsius, and just got a little bit of draft, so maybe he won't melt before the sunset. Well, the sun just set here, but it's hot. It's been hot all day. I even took a shower halfway through the day so I wouldn't, because I had a guided tour today. I don't usually guide, but it's the same group that just can't handle Karl. So, but they're a lot of fun. Anyway, but I was afraid I'd be too sweaty for them, so I took a shower real quick. Then I'll leave my bag behind me and pick it up on the way. So we have been doing a lot of fighting with the tourists. They get to use these swords, so it doesn't hurt as much. They're not exactly Viking. Karl, you'll have to try to say what kind of swords these are. Yeah, I like that. Albert says, Karl, did you at least take some Warhammer to paint? Unless he bought something in bargain on his way there. I don't think he did. He was supposed to come back yesterday with me from Bergen, and then, by the way, that's the house we just went in. But then we realized he has to go back to pick up his father so that we can go on vacation on the 15th. And it would be really stupid. It takes him a day to travel each way. 1 day to travel one way there and 1 day to travel back. So it's better for him to just stay there. Longsword, medieval style, thank you. So it's not quite the right ones, but it's better than killing the Vikings. They are fighting up here now, though, because it's been a little bit rainy in past weeks and the grass down below needs a break. I'll show you that. We got new grass. This is Hans Christian. That chair is a no-no. That's an African birthing style chair, but a lot of markets allow it, but he's so hidden right now. I'll talk to him later. But pretend that doesn't exist. But you can see the things that Hans Christian has. So he makes bows and arrows the historical way, and he's sleeping up in this tent this week. And even brought this huge, massive table and has guests sitting with him, which is quite nice. Those are also medieval, so pretend you didn't see them. This is his first time here, though. So we're going a little bit easy on him. So it's nice that he has some shields and longbows. What do you think of the longbows, Karl? Do you want to try these? These are all made by him. Well, they have to be, otherwise you can't sell them in the village. And the spears. Have you seen the Dane axe, Karl? And the spear. I don't know if he's selling the spears. This is a bow unstrung. You can tell by the notches. But all the bows are stored unstrung quite intentionally, because if you leave the bow tensioned, it will ruin the bow. So there we are. We can go down the village and see what's going on too. PJ has a spear. What kind of spear do you have? Oh, I forgot about this. I could have used this today. Secondary weapon station. Well, actually a tertiary weapon station, because we are overloaded with tourists. It's really nice to see so many enthusiastic people, but the idea is we have to space these big groups around each other so don't collide and try to show them the exact same thing at the same time. But here is another extra weapon station with the spears and the swords and the helmet. And this is also another way to get into that house. You can see it's moss there. The house that Ingvar is living in. The arming sword is smaller, one-handed. Is that on the table here, Karl? PJ's is a kung fu spear. I like that. And blistering hot England. So everybody up north is hot. Okay, Susan Youngman's in Frankfurt and it's 26 degrees. I'll give you a cooler view so we don't boil over. Lindsay Langley's here. Those aren't Viking chairs. No, Karl might be able to explain the African birthing chair. It was very popular. Every Viking tent had those. I'll show it again if people don't know. It's How Not to Viking. That's my bag over there, sorry. How Not to Viking. So no, in 2012 when I started doing Viking reenactment, every tent had these chairs because they're so easy to flat pack and take home and back and forth with you. But no, they are not. They're not Viking. I think the chairs that you do have that are closest to the folding chairs, maybe the Roman style ones that are, well, if you flip this on the side and put like a canvas in between, but or wood. But yeah, so you can see they slot into each other. So people like these because you just pull this one out, flat pack it in your car, and you're ready to go. But they are not the most comfortable. They're also really easy to knock over. I had somebody trip over one once and hit his head. That was at a market in like 2017, I think it was. But yeah, no, not Viking. I do like the way that he's carving sort of a head into it, though, a dragon head. But yeah, it's recently, I guess they found out, or they discovered, and that was one of the first things they wanted to eliminate from every market that around Norway was the African birthing chairs. But anyway, he's brand new, so we'll give him a little wiggle room. That's the back door to there. The fire door would kind of go out the side here and then into that area and then out. Cut safety first. Okay, then we'll walk down and I'll find a place to sit. I have to show Robin's work that she's been doing here. I wanted to take so many pictures of her, but it's July. July is a flipping zoo. So we are taking our vacation from the 15th. Karl and I, we're gonna go to France. He's got a wedding in the family. We should be there for about 1 week. However, that means next Saturday, I won't be here for YouTube. We can do YouTube there somehow, or we'll schedule the day differently. There'll be plenty of notice for that one if we do. But that means we won't be able to feature Jay in that house doing brewing. So I talked to Jay and we have a backup plan. We are going to do, this is week 277. So we're going to do a 277 and a half episode in 2 days. And Anders Hovland and I will, and maybe a few others, will go there and he'll talk about his beer process a little bit. So it'll be a bonus episode and I can collaborate it with him. So it tags his YouTube as well. So we're looking forward to that. I believe we'll probably do that at 6:30 as well. And that should be on the 14th. But it might be 30 minutes. It might be an hour. We'll see. Got those nipples covered? Nope, it's divorce for you. Then we'll show Lasse's drums. Hey. You want a day off today or do you want to hang out? I'm just going to show textiles otherwise. I'll show. There they are. Yes, there's a Coke can, but yes, we are after hours, so he's forgiven. You want to explain your hat?
Hat.
It's a hat, he says. All right. Do you know the find on that one? I think it's Birka, but I'm not sure.
I have no idea. I got it.
It reminds me of the... You got it where?
There was a Swedish girl who made it, and I gave her a sealskin for it.
Swedish girl made it, and he traded her for a sealskin. That was quite cool. It's just felted.
Yeah, it's just wool.
I gave you a microphone a little bit. Yeah, because that hat is actually Viking correct, where the Nalbinding caps are not. Yeah, I know, but when he puts it on, if you know who Hugin and Moonin, not Hugin and Moonin, what's it called? The Moomin trolls. Yeah, it looks like a Moomin trolls. No, that's great. So, are you on to for a week 277 and a half to test Jay's beer
When?
and mead on Monday? I think it is the 14th, whatever day the 14th
Yeah,
is.
that's Monday.
That's Monday. We're going to get you in there too if you want to.
Yeah.
This is Roger, by the way.
Yeah, I think that will be fine.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna stay dry today because I'm assuming that's going to be a pretty alcoholic episode. So we're working our way up. Okay. Anyway, then I'm going to go down to the village, but I wanted to say hi to you guys. Okay. And then, so today is going to be a little bit of visit in textile. What time are you leaving, by the way?
What?
Are you staying around for a while, or?
There's a barbecue.
There is a barbecue. I might just have a transportation issue later, though, but I'll talk to you later about it.
I'm not drinking tonight. I have a cough.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I might be able to wave something under your nose and beg.
We will see when I do.
By the way,
I have no idea.
I messed up the bus schedule. Bus schedule on Saturday yesterday left for Voss at 6:24. I set my alarm and went out for 6:42. And this man over here on the right saved me because the next bus, they only go like every 5 hours, would have had me late for my appointment in Bergen. So thank you, Roger, you're a god. Anyway, I wanted to publicly applaud you for that. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Okay. Now the drums. We got to show off the drums. Lasse is from Sweden, Lasse Ström. Jag ska visa fram dina fina saker på YouTube. So, he has jaw harps in runes that they make. My kids, this is one of the first things they ever bought was a necklace with one of these runes on it. They're quite cool. This is actually a polymer clay, but it's a very nicely done, so it will allow this one. But they're handmade all by him. And I can give you his, oh yeah, here we go. This means mod, bravery, kreativitet, which is creativity. Back there we have kvinnogalder, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but woman yeller, or singer. Kärlek, love. These are the prices for these ones. They're all in Norwegian kroner or maybe Swedish kroner because Swedish uses the 2 dots, but in Norway he can just take Norway prices. And mod again, bravery. Here's some bigger objects there. And then he has styrka, which is strength. Is it skid or skid? I can't say, but anyway, skid or skid. And I forget what that means. I want to say shield or protection, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it is, because see here he has shield and protection. Do you say shield or skid?
Skid.
Skid. Okay, wait. We got to get the proper Swedish pronunciation.
Skid.
Skid. Do you have a business card, by the way?
Yeah,
If
I
they
have
wanted to get something from you. Somewhere?
But look out stevik.se or Trumatelier on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, I will find that.
Yeah.
Because I know I've got you. Anyway, you can also send me a message if you like Lasse here.
Hi.
So we were trying to figure out, okay, so if I got this right, because I'm testing my Swedish now. Hälsa, which is health. Oh, that was easy because it's written there.
Yeah.
Glädje, which is happiness.
Joy. Yeah.
Joy.
Yeah.
Skidkraften, which is...
Squid and power.
Skid and power. Yeah, kraft, yeah.
Yeah. Kraft and power.
I was saying kraft, that's cancer. We don't want that. And then, oh yeah, they say, hi Lasse, it's Robin Woodman. She's on now.
Oh, hi. Hi, Robin.
Then this one is power.
Yes.
And then you have tålamod, which is patience.
Yeah, exactly.
And then lycka, which is luck.
Yeah.
And there was
No,
the
lycka is more happiness.
happiness.
Yes.
Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, glädje is joy. Yeah, okay, so
Yeah, that's
if you're
really
more
different.
joyous than happy, then that's joy and that's
Yeah,
happiness.
same, but different.
Yeah. And then we have the skydd, which is protection. Skydd, jag måste jobba med svenskan min. I have to work on my Swedish. It's been way too long. Styrka, which is of course strength. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. We're testing me here. Mood, that's bravery.
Yes, bravery or courage.
Bravery or courage, good job.
Yes.
I like courage more actually. Storan, melan, mini.
Yes.
Also
Small,
big,
medium and big.
medium and small. Kärlek. Do you say
Love.
kärlek or how do you say?
Love.
Yeah, love.
Yes.
I love that wolf medallion. Where's the wolf medallion?
Oh, that's so there.
Let's see. Over there, Olav. Olav was here a couple weeks. Oh, no, just right before you, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Olav.
How much are your big ones there? Those are the 270 ones?
No, that's
No.
a 270, and those are the 350.
350, okay. Get a hold of him. Send him a picture of a screenshot or something, and if he doesn't have one, maybe he makes you one. And then, yeah, kvinnogalder. Okay, I was trying to figure out, what is kvinnogalder?
It's women's galleries for empowerment and strength for the women.
Ah! I was not even close. I said women screamer.
yeah. But that's really what it means.
Yeah.
It's a binding room where that together it empowers the women.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And then we have mood, which, by the way, somebody says laugh out loud, bravery looks like a biohazard symbol. I didn't think about that, but yeah, it's hard to be a Viking. And then there you have all the letters, so you can find your own. I'll tilt the screen a little bit because they're a little shiny. This is the first Viking thing my kid ever bought. Very first market in 2012, I think, in Hemnes. Alla runor finns att få I alla olika färger I läderband. Läderband ingår. Yeah, so the price includes the band, or the cord.
Yeah.
And you can find all the letters in different colors as well. Runorna på halsbanden kommer från den medeltida runeraden. Stunga runor. Okay, so they're middle-aged runes, if I'm saying that right.
Light Viking, just in the middle there.
These I think are cool though. You've got baby drums.
Yeah.
And they're for necklaces. That one's quite cool. Especially like these. That's my kind of drum. I could use that.
Yeah. It's apartment friendly.
This is the next market. When my kids got a little bigger, then we had to buy these from you.
Oh, yeah.
With the what kind of legs are they? Ravens?
That's crow.
It's crow.
That one is a raven.
Oh my God, there's a huge size does matter, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. It's hard to see, but this one is. They're next to each other actually.
Yeah.
But one is much bigger.
Yeah.
How come he doesn't get a marble?
Well, he lost the marbles, though, the poor guy.
He lost his marbles.
Yes.
I gotta show the claws. Wow. Those are quite cool. This is the first time we've had you, I think, here since we had a village now.
Yeah.
Drumsticks?
Well, we had a village, but it was 2019.
Yeah.
So it was a village, but it was pretty new.
It was pretty, we were
Yeah.
still very new. And then these are painted by your wife?
Yes.
Or are you living in sin? I don't know. I can never get it right. I'm living in sin.
We pretty much live in sin.
They're living in
Yeah,
sin.
yeah.
Victoria?
Yes.
But she's wonderful. I'd live in sin with her too. So she painted these and you made the drums, yeah?
Yep.
And you are also at Midgardsblot for those going there. And these are the bases, the frames for them, because you're doing a drum course.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I totally ripped him away from. There's some more to see.
I think they're doing good.
How much do your drums go for, by the way?
It's starting at 2,200 and then up.
2,200 and then up, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming painting means more work.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
It's pretty much twice the pay.
Yeah, but that's all. I mean, look at the painting. I like this one as well. You've got like the shadow symbols. I think I saw a video of somebody from Midgardsblot or something last year using one very similar. We recognize your drums like that.
Yeah.
But you're a huge hit at Midgardsblot.
Yeah.
So everybody can get in on the drumming.
Yeah.
And there you can see the back
So
sides.
these drums that I made during this week, they are not still have a handle, but that's this week's work.
Oh, you made these this week?
Yes.
Oh, nice. You guys have been busy. I've been sitting on an office chair, bitching and moaning.
Well, somebody has to do
Somebody's got to do it. Yeah, somebody's got to be less than popular. And then there's the class over there. We'll leave them be. But here you've got
It's a work
the
in progress.
process. Yeah. Karin, can you ask Lasse if he will be at Ribbe or Hedeby on one time, says Doro. Doro and Karsten from Germany.
I haven't planned that.
Haven't planned that far in advance.
Because there's so much in Norway.
Yeah, there is, especially Midgard.
Yeah,
That one's going to
especially
eat all
Midgard.
your drums, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, we'll keep them updated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, make sure I have if I have any. Oops, I'm going to go there. Det kan gå når som helst. Det ligger kul inn I gangen, så det bare å sette I gang. Altså, Tore alltid sa liksom 8, men jeg tror folk litt sulten for det, så vi sier 7:30. Men det opp til dere, bare sleng det. Ja, noen som kan skrive på chatten kan bare si, nå det Gilde! Det I hvert fall, jeg vil I hvert fall starte bollen senest til 7:30. Men du kan jo starte det. They want to party.
Was waiting eager for that.
Yeah, no, because it's always kind of spontaneous. I actually embroidered this once upon a time. Oh, yeah. That is one of my favorites. You had can you pull that one out?
Oh, sure.
How much is this drum, by the way?
This one is
Look at the back.
4,500.
Yeah, but look at the back of that one. That one's different. Okay, then you got to put it forward. We get a nice picture of Lasse holding it. One of my favorites because I absolutely love petroglyphs. But oh, that's so cool. Okay. Then I will go and grab my bag and we'll start working our way over to the loom so we can see what she did. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Happy Gilda.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you need his information, just send me a message, or if I remember, I will write it in a comment or somewhere. His name. But it's Lasse, Lasse, and then Ström, STR. It looks like a 0, but O with a line through it. Or no, Swedish. O with 2 dots, so the Swedish equivalent. O with 2 dots and then M. STR, O with 2 dots and M on the end. Then we have the Latvians here today. They have been plant dyeing. Hey! Oh, there. She's waving and sorry. There you go. Woohoo! Latvian invasion. Yes, thank you, Doro, for writing his name. They have been baking. They have been gathering herbs. They've been doing all kinds of fun things. And over here, you can see this plant. I don't know what it is, but you can get damn close to black, she said, with this plant. And it actually grows all over the place here. So I have to see how they did it. It is not black. It actually looks like slate. It's almost a little on the green side, but earlier today it looked a little blue. So on camera, it's, oh, I will do. Hi, Ryan. So, but you can see the color. This is linen fabric at the bottom. I believe they're both linen. Yeah, linen. And then the wool yarn. But actually the camera's doing it pretty good justice. It does have it's like a little bit of a green, almost blue hue, but it's gray. So and it kind of changes color in depth. Now that one's coming off a bit lighter than it actually is, but maybe if I put the camera closer. There you go. You see it's kind of got like a little greenish blue hue, like a teal. And I think if the plant is still out, I can show you what it is. Okay, all right, now we'll go over. Is it to the Latvians you want to say hi to? Whoop. Let's see. I'll put my bag down and we'll get them from the other side. One of them says hi. Let's see. It is... Oh, Orion says, please says hi. I'm in your village. Come to us. Where are you? Hi, Karin said hi. Karin said hi. Okay, now I got to figure out. I thought it was this one, maybe. Ryan Kian. I'm in your village. Who's Orion? Hey, that was a Viking. Are you leaving today or is it or tomorrow? I forgot. Tonight? Oh, come back soon. Yeah. Okay, he was cuter as a Viking, I promise. Let's see, then we'll check out the loom. So we brought out one of the, because I want to make, eventually, I was talking about this to Liga, this old one that we've had for a long time. I kind of want to make pillows out of it, put linen on the back, so every house can have some of it. It wraps around, by the way. You can see there. But she says, well, it's kind of nice to have one on display because we don't have an example. And I said, oh, but then you forgot about this one, this really long one. If you look back, I think it is the first year we were on YouTube. You can see Virginia holding this one in Siri and Jenny. That was the one that was. So we haven't really figured out what to do with this one, but this one is much better because it hasn't been out in the element as much as you can see. This one got rolled up and worked quite quickly. This one was probably exposed the longest, but we need to wash the crap out of it. It has been rinsed to set it, but it hasn't. It needs some washing. So there you go. And then this is what Robin wanted to see, the donuts. I don't know if they dug something in the ground, you know, kind of like dug a little pit, or how they made it exactly, but these are, some of them have like these stamps on top and some don't. Well, this does too. It has like little stars. But I would think that they, if I put it down over here for a minute, I would think that they would have a bowl with sand in it, and then maybe something here, and then pour in the mud and let it dry or bake or however they were doing it, so that when it comes out, but they can stamp the decorations in too. So I don't exactly know how they did this, but I believe this is Marston. Marston was here up until COVID actually, because then we couldn't have crafters for a couple years, and now he's working up at Lofoten. The Viking donut. Yep. So that's one form of weights that we have for the looms. And then we have the bags, which is what we were using, because here you can just fill as much sand as you need. So that way it'll work, and you can see that Robin has put a lot of extra weight or length on here so we can make this longer and longer. So I will show you her work. So look how much Liga has done. In the picture that Robin saw on Facebook, I think Liga was about to here. So she's adding a little of this blue every now and then, and some of this gray that we had upstairs, some of this brown, but she said there's a little difference. So she has a little problem with them. They kind of want to stick together a little bit, but we might try doing the linseed oil trick if they stick together too much when she moves the heddle back and forth. Let's see, let me put this other microphone on me so I have another hand. There. Coming to you in stereo. See how Karl is doing in there, by the way. I'm in our house so close to the drums. Okay. Now I'm got to figure out which one's hiding under the name Orion. It might be Andy. Let's see. It could be Andy and Lynn. Okay, we'll come and say hi soon. I did promise I will show this off. I'm annoyed that you are not accepting that you are all in the current historic standard. I'm not accepting that y'all are the current historic standard. Oh, well, thank you so much. Yeah, we have a couple little things. We had a kid in Crocs today. That's not okay. We do allow them to use modern shoes, but subtle as possible because kids' shoes are expensive as hell. But the staff all need to have Viking shoes. But the free men can get away for now with modern shoes as long as they're very subtle. But yeah, okay, so Robin wanted to see the setup here. Sticking will wear the warp and cause threads to break. Yeah. There you go. Yes, it's wonderful. So Robin set all this up. She spent her whole week here, or 10 days, I think it was, setting this up, which we absolutely love because we haven't been able to work on them for the longest time because, you know, tourists come in and fuck it up and whatever. But the heddles take forever to set up, to string all of these so that every other one goes back. Let's see if I can turn it this way without going into mirror mode. Back further. There you go. Every other one gets a heddle on it and gets pulled forward depending on the pattern. And that's attached to the stick. While as every other one goes hanging back, gets split down below by that board there, and then the weights are basically doing the work for you here. You can see there's a string that's also attached to each one. So these are all kind of chained together, and that also keeps the bags from banging into each other and twisting around at the bottom. Anybody who does tablet weaving knows what that can do. So that you can see there. And then she also has them extra wrapped around here too. That's the part I would have to look up how to do that. I've never set up a loom before. I do know that the last time we had a loom set up in here, it took a full week, and it pretty much took the same this time too. Except I thought it was really cute because Robin is vertically challenged. So here I am. Okay, let's see if I can do this way without my bag in the way. And turn the microphone, or turn the thing. Okay. All right, so this is the right weight, height, a little higher. This is the right height for me, and I can pull the shaft out or put it in, and it'll change everything over here, which ones come forward. And if you wanted to do even more, you could have more of these things set up on different heights, so that you could do every fourth one or something. It's a big mathematical thing. First computer ever. Here you go. But Robin, on the other hand, is a little shorter, so she had to have a bench that went here and then stood on the bench to weave. And I really wanted to get a picture of that, but it was too busy. We had a lot of people while she was here, and a lot still. We had 12 buses yesterday and 13, I think, before that, the day before that. So it's been busy. But it's looking amazing. So, and the other thing is, because Robin had set all of this up for us, when she does eventually run out of that thread, instead of redoing it, we could just tie on more. And then as it gets wound in, we can separate them. So the reason that she has these bundles down here is because of this. Okay, so when it gets to the point where you're working, it gets too close to here and it's getting impossible to use, you can turn the crank. And you'll see what happens when I lift. It will start winding everything up, and then we just support it by that peg there. So every time she gets down to about here and it gets uncomfortable, she can wrap it up, slide all of this down a level so it would also be down, and then unwrap more of those threads and work them through, so you can just keep going. So this is why we think, of course, that Viking ships' sails are often depicted with stripes, because you can only weave as wide as the loom, but you can weave it as long as you like. So if you would have many of these looms going at the same time, you could lash them together. And up here, by the way, is how they're attached. You can see better than I can. This is now where I'm too short. So it kind of goes through like that. And this is a warp-weighted loom, by the way, if you're wondering what it's called. Let's see if you can see. There. So there's these little holes here to there. So then we will, this is also a tablet loom, by the way. Tablet weaving, Pavel's been working on it, but not this one. This one's the one that the tourists can just kill. So they just basically test going back and forth. But the tablet looms are with these cords here. You can also use a deck of cards, by the way, that are made square, and flip them with 4 holes. But these ones, depending on how advanced you want to get, when you turn them forward, the colors change directions, or backwards, the colors change directions. You can switch some forward and some of them backwards at the same time. You can shuffle them. You can say lift the end one up and put it in the middle or on the other side to change a pattern. And you can also turn them this way and this way. So there are a lot of different patterns you can make with this, but there's also a lot of ways the tourists can screw this up for you. So this one is for the tourists to play and kill with. But if you keep going in the same way over and over and over again, your threads will start to twist. So eventually you're going to have to turn your pattern backwards or attach swivels here so that it untwists all the time. Please ignore the car going into the Viking village. It is after hours, and when people have to go, it's easier to pack that way. Then I'll show you one more goodie, and then we'll go figure out where Lorian is, if I said that right. Hi. Look what I got to. You're just walking in circles, aren't you? Yes. I knew it. Okay. So this is from, I have to show you. Son Jord och Hagebruksskola. I don't think it's that, but maybe it is, but that's where the bags came from. But in Underdal, there is a wonderful lady named Hannah Jesse Woods, I think. Hannah Jesse Wood, something like that. Hannah, anyway, makes cheese. So I bought this today. What a nice price. So this isn't quite ready yet, which is really good because we're going on vacation. So it needs to be stored on wood, basically a little bit cooler than room temperature, but not necessarily a refrigerator. No plastic. It needs to breathe because it's still doing its thing. And technically, every day, you need to flip it. But yes, so when Karin is here, Karin Osen Isdal, or yeah, when she's here, she goes and picks up cheese. So yeah, this is going to be fun. And it is made just right next to us, I believe, in Underdal, or maybe soon, but anyway, not too far from here. So every time Karin comes to Gudvangen, she picks up a bunch of cheese for people, and they sell it per kilo. I don't know if I got a Viking price, but I'm very happy. This was about 400 kroner, I think. So just a little under 400 kroner. So that might be a nice Viking price, but I'm very happy. But she said it doesn't store too well. So if you want to use it over a long period of time, you would shred it first and then put it in the freezer, rather than putting it in the freezer whole. But yeah, I forgot to show this off last year. I remember bringing cheese with me, and I brought it all around, carried it forever, and forgot to show it off on YouTube. But I'm super excited. Cheese. So it's been a very cheese week. Last week, Audra gave us cheese. I'm still eating some of that. By the way, I'm almost done with it. I just mowed through the mint cheese. But I have something to have when I come back from France, because I think it needs about 2 more weeks, she says. So technically, we should be storing it under wood in like a cellar temperature, and then flipping it every now and then, because it doesn't like too much humidity either. So super happy about that. Then I got some show and tell. This I told I was going to do. These are the socks my mom brought me, or for my kid actually, not me. This is for Alex. You can see the way they're made. There's one panel here, one panel here, and one panel here, and then you stitch them together in a way so that they make a sock. This is a Norwegian pattern. I forget what the hell it's called, but you know, if you like Norwegian mittens, this is one for you. But I like knitting. I can't do it so much because my arms hurt. But this, if I did it, it would look like ribbing because I pull it too tight. But those are cool. And then my mom made some slippers, but these are knit with really thick yarn. You can see how thick that is. And you do like a panel there, I think. Hey! You want me to show something on YouTube? Oh. 10 seconds. Okay, I'll be right back. You stare at that sock, okay? Okay, but I do have a microphone, but just so you know. Yeah. Yeah.
Next time,
Yep.
ligga bagage.
Ah,
Trauki.
yeah. What do you have in there?
Yeah, next time.
Next time. I could show now if you want, but if you put it all away.
Men nou airplan. Ja, but trauki.
Oh, yeah.
Liga.
But you want to store there.
Yeah.
Okay,
obvious.
deal. All right. She wants to know if she can leave something so she doesn't have to pack it back and forth every time. Dishes, Viking dishes, so that's absolutely okay. So I am the Freeman responsible. So I have to answer their questions too. These socks my mom made, these are the ones with one little string of this glitter in it. It's 2 strings anyway. There's this soft blue that's going through the whole thing, this darker blue. And then the other one is a sock yarn, and it makes a cool fit. So we're getting a little non-historical, but knitting. And then my mom knows I like wool socks. This is why I don't Nalbind socks too much, because I've got a mom who does this for me. Same thing with this one, only this one has this light blue going all the way through it. But it's the same yarn underneath, so how's that for fun? How much one change of yarn can change everything. So if you use the darker blue, it looks like that, light blue like that, with just a little bit of glitter. She had some more things too, but I forgot to bring them all with me. Here's the other sock. Oh, there's one more. Oh, and then before I forget, I have needle binding in the house that I put out for the tour that I got to remember to bring home. This is the hat I was working on in York. It's inside out because I was afraid it was going to get rubbed up. Ooh, little dandelion fluff. Oh, Arlene's in Winnipeg, I believe. Hey, Arlene. So there you go. This is how I actually do not like the York stitch too much. This is York F2. And I really love it in this yarn. It looks like this. It's really thick. But I usually hate York, but I really like the way this yarn is turning out in it. And there was somebody, by the way, who couldn't figure out what I was doing on the York stitch on YouTube, so I can try to show it now if my yarn isn't too kinked, because I don't want to forget. Okay, so for York, this is already attached, though I'd have to show you another one to show you how to start it. You have your first loop. This is this big one. Then you have your second loop. So when you start, you need to have 2 loops on your thumb, like that. So your new one is underneath, and your old one is on top. To do York F2, I'm connecting with one old one and one new one. But in the beginning, you're just making a chain, so there is no connection. But anyway, you just go underneath both of them on your thumb like that. And then you take the old one off if you want to do it this way. But it will be very loopy if your yarn isn't super thick, if you do it this way anyway. So then I can take another connection, and then I just go under those 2 and the thumb one. Take the old one off. It's a bit tedious for me to do it that way. I'll do it one more time. There, like that. And then you go under those 2 and the leader yarn. Take the old one off, pull through. It's a bit tedious for me to do it that way, so I actually don't do it that way when working in general. Another way you can do it is by leaving one on your thumb and the old one behind. This is going to change my gauge because I wasn't doing my stitch that way the whole time, so I'll have to pick it out later. So if I have my new one here, I have to remember that my old one is back here. So this is a harder way of doing it, but you have your connection, and then you go through that old one this way and then underneath. It's the same thing as what we just did, but your yarn is behind your thumb. Your old loop is behind your thumb instead the whole time. So I just took it off there, by the way. So like that, and then this is not the stitch of the month. This is the stitch of the month last month. That's why I still have this hat. And if you're really lazy like me, you can see that you have your end 2 loops. This is loop 1. Sorry, take the yarn away. Loop 1 and loop 2. And if you know where those are and your string is up, you can take one new and one old and then pierce it behind those 2 loops and under that one. Slightly faster way of doing it, slightly tighter tension. But that's another way of doing it. If you want your stitch to be tighter than because your yarn it's maybe looking too loose, because this one is a very loose stitch, you have it on your thumb, or when you have it all on your needle but not through, tighten it like that, then put your thumb back, then pull through. So I'm hoping that helps a little bit. Anyway, she was a little confused on the video, but that's how I do it. So then you can put the old one back on if you want to, and then just go under everything. Tension to your needle. Putting the old one on your thumb might make it a little bit loose again though. But yeah, because I did this 3 different ways, same stitch, you can see my gauge is a little bit looser here and then tighter again. So I will have to pick out this much and do it the way I've been doing it, because if you do it the same way the whole time, it'll be consistent. But that's what that York stitch looks like. This month is Dalarna though, so we'll play with that in a bit. But I'm going to go out and find those guys over there. Oh, nope, there was one more pair of mom socks. Got to show it. Ta-da! This one has black going all the way through it. And then the rainbow yarn underneath. See, my mommy loves me. This is why I don't Nalbind socks. I have so many wonderful thick knitted socks I can wear. I live in them. And I will patch these to death too. Every time I get a hole in these, I patch them. Because they need to live forever, because my mommy made them. So my bag here, and in my bag I have all this chocolate from Audra. So I think today we're going to try the dark cranberry chocolate. This is the Lithuanian one, I believe. Pergola. I probably killed that name. Yep, there you have all the ingredients and things in Lithuanian. I'll bring this over to that house and we'll try it. Okay, let's throw all my treasures in the bag here so I can't find them again. And then my cheese that I'm excited about, and we'll go figure out what they are. Where they are. Oh, Roger's here too. And Novia, hello. I posted on my Facebook page, it's public. There was a little video that popped up about avalanche security, the way some of the ways Norway chooses to secure the grounds for avalanches. You saw no car in the village. Oh, the sheep. We have to say hi to the sheep. Matar du dem? Ja, det är på YouTube bara så att du vet hvis jag visar det. Så,
Ja, det går bra.
det går bra? Okay, yeah, there we have kids, Viking kids feeding. That's Grotas, the one that's walking away from us, and Svarten is the one that just gave us the evil eye. Look how much their hair has grown since the end of May. Yeah, they were Svarten och Grotas, and like, oh, you're giving them their favorite treats.
I never saw actually
Yeah?
Svartas eats very much.
No, Svarten is more shy. Because, well, then Grotas is the boss. So.
Yeah, and Svartas has something with his leg.
Yeah, it's actually quite okay. They had it checked out. He does have it. It's the uneven ground, I think, so he's hopping a little bit. But they checked it out. He's actually okay. He also has his something happens. Their teeth kind of stick out a little bit as they get older. So Svarten, his lip doesn't really cover his teeth so much anymore. So he looks like a were-sheep from time to time. You feel like a werewolf, but a sheep. I don't know if he's going to do that for us today. No? Oh, I scared him. We'll leave him to eat. Okay, let's go find that house. Ikke glem at du har en håndkle her, da. Oh, it's the video, I think, if you're thinking of the York one, is one I made during the pandemic. So it's 2020, probably April or March, and has Fat Yarn doing York stick. Okay, who's the secret one lurking on my YouTube? I have chocolate. Can we see in your house? Yeah, but that's what we like. We like messy houses. Oh, I just like your table. It's so fun. There's things going on. And by the way, on Tova's table, you can see she's got like a linen piece covering. And on the ends of those linen is like a little bit of rock that's sewn in to keep the flies out of her drinks. I think that's so nice. Okay, who's lurking on my YouTube? I have chocolate. Is it you? Are you lurking on my YouTube? I have chocolate. It's Ingvar. Lurking on my YouTube. You want a microphone?
One of the best YouTubers on the planet.
Yeah, that's right. All 2,000 of my followers agree with you.
Yes,
I'm huge.
I hope so, yes.
I can give you a microphone, but I have chocolate. You have to carry it.
Chocolate?
We're going to share that. It's from Audra last week.
Oh,
Yep, come. We'll go find you. And I'll give you guys a... Jessica's up here too. She also has a YouTube, does she not?
Yeah, you want me to carry it?
Yeah, it's the cheese that's heavy, the brown bag.
Yeah.
Well, you just carry everything for me. Everybody should have their own private Viking. Karl, you've been replaced. He's in chat.
Yeah, okay.
Little bit. He's cooking for his father too.
Hello, Karl.
So welcome to the slave trader's house where all the creepy shit happens. Is he hiding in here?
No, I think Holger is down. Making some grill.
Oh, okay. Where are you guys sitting?
We are not sitting yet.
Oh, well, let's sit over here and have some chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm too early to go now.
The games.
We have Gilda soon. Did you have someone to do a game tonight?
I mean, I can hold the games. I just need to.
I'll give you all the prizes and I'll get new ones tomorrow. All three. Okay, then we'll turn it maybe.
But should I find some cardboard to make a...
Yeah, if you want. I used to have signs they would be in the textile house on the bed without all the fur next to it. Let's see. Okay, so you have to take a microphone. Tell them who you are. Ah! He broke my YouTube. I'll just hold it this way. This is beautiful, Becca Ingvar, but you prefer to be called Ingvar, and I've just known you too long. I keep calling you Becca Ingvar because that's what you're... Ignore the car in the background. Okay.
we have a car.
They're packing. Okay, you have to open this and share. This is the cranberry. This is Lithuanian chocolate from Audra.
Oh, okay.
Cranberry and chocolate.
Nice.
So what are you doing in the village? I prefer you talk with your mouth full.
I am a fighter, so I stand up,
Yeah.
I wash myself, and I fight.
And today I got you killing people. Little teeny tiny video of it. It was funny.
Yes, actually that's true.
So I tell people, this is the chocolate, by the way. No. How's it look? Is it good?
Yeah, it looks good. And it's with...
Cranberry.
Ah,
Tranbær. So you didn't die eating it? You're still alive?
no,
Oh, it's really good.
you know.
Har du på YouTube min igen? Kids love YouTube. As long as your mom says it's okay. Så länge Morty says det är greit. Så kan det vara på YouTube. Okay. Ja, där var det bra. Jag må alltid spör först när det gäller barn. So, little known fact in Norway, if you're going to film kids, you have to get permission.
Yes.
It's actually a thing.
So, now we will have a game soon.
Yeah. What are you thinking of playing?
I'm thinking
Ooh, I need
bow
more.
and arrow.
Yeah. Archery.
And,
Yeah.
axe throwing.
Mm.
And Nefatafel games.
Perfect. I can see if I can get you a Nefeltafel set up before I go.
Yes.
Because we should have one for
So I will just find
with the imperfect
board,
pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And try to find the names. But should I write it in the chat or should I just go to people and ask if they want
Do a
to
little
join?
of both, because not everybody's in the chat. Like Jess, I don't think is in the chat. And
No, maybe I
Louis.
will just go with the board.
Yeah.
Or
You can do
maybe-
that. Whoever's down there and say who wants to play. Some people just want to watch, so that'll be fun.
Yes.
Having archery competition. I sucked at that, by the way.
But you're very good in axe, I think.
I'm very good at axe throwing. I'm from Minnesota. I'm
Yes.
awesome.
But
You need more.
But
You need more chocolate.
But where can we actually where can I find this board?
I will make you one. Yeah, I'll get you some sets after YouTube, so
Okay.
so that'll be fine. Ta-da!
Thank you. Maybe Jess want to try one? Is it okay?
Which one? Jesse? Yeah. I brought that to share. Next week I open a new. She gave me so much chocolate. I'm opening a new one every week.
Jess.
Basically, it's a diet plan at this point. Jess, you have to have chocolate. Oh, we were in your house and not in it, but looking around the back side of it and everything, seeing
Yep.
where you were storing all your weapons and things.
Yes. And here is the Jess. She should have
That's
some
the ones
chocolate.
lurking on my YouTube. You have to have some chocolate.
The chocolate.
He has the microphone. Ja, vill du ha? Kan du spisa choklad med tranbär?
Ja.
Det må du prøve hvis du vil da. Ja. Så må du spise på YouTube og si nam. Du må ikke kaste den da. Is it good? Do you need more? Yep, there's another one.
But it was
If I eat the whole thing, I'm
very
gonna be huge. Yeah?
I normally don't like chocolate with some fruits or bars, but
Yeah.
this was very nice.
Oh, this is really good. I think she might have brought me that one once before, but it's so good. See, Outer's a good person to have on your
you say-
YouTube.
How you say bar in English?
Berry.
Ah, berry.
It's a berry. Yeah, it's cranberry, which is but tranbær in
You
Norwegian.
like it?
Vill du ha en till?
Yeah, that's good.
You want another one?
Yeah, thanks.
Viking kids approve. There you go.
Thank you.
You're making Outer smile.
Hello.
It's so good. Do you want to spin for us? You want to do a spin?
Spin like round.
Yep. Whee! Det var bra. Okay, so we'll do Viking games today.
Yes.
I'm actually at 1 hour exactly. Oh, look at Audra is so happy. Come here. Kom hit så kan du se. Se, det är hon som har gett choklad som smiler. So she's very happy. The one that gave you the chocolate. I have to read a little bit in chat. Not so good at Nefatafel, says Robert. Robert Reynolds is going to be here in August from Scotland. So he has that much time to learn how to play Nefatafel. Are you good at it?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I beat Robin one time. So
You beat
I-
Rob, the kid.
the
The kid.
But
He's a
the
big
Robin
kid, but
the
yeah.
kid is on the high level.
Yeah.
He's the
was a good
first one
spin, they
who
said.
beat me like 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm.
You think you can do it this time?
Yeah, maybe I will try. I will try.
So Jessica, what is the name of your YouTube?
Oh, my name, the YouTube name is Anonymes Schnabeltier, but you can find
Oh my
me-
God, that was way too much German for my YouTube.
Here.
Hang on a minute.
But you can find me also at Jazz on Tour with one S.
Jes.
Yes,
And then
on tour.
On tour, like
Yes.
O-N-T-O-R?
Yeah, tour.
O-U-R?
O like GESONTOUR. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Wait, I want to see what's going on behind you, by the way. We have Ace on Tour, who's another one that has
Lime
something
Dota,
very
you
similar
want-
from Germany.
Lamdota, you want to taste chocolate?
Chocolate with cranberry from Lithuania. It's outer chocolate. Does she want to be on YouTube?
You want to
Okay,
taste
I'll
it?
just do this. That's our cute little Viking.
Yeah.
She likes it. She likes it. Want another one? Little Ian tin? Yep. Nope, we're getting a lot of love out of your chocolate. Audra's very happy she's watching.
Yeah. She's so sweet.
She's so sweet.
Little
She's a
chill
busy little
maiden.
Viking too.
Yeah.
Yep, she's got things to do. Good luck. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've been while I spoke so loud. Maybe they heard me. Maybe they didn't.
Yeah, I think so,
It's
yes.
okay. I put it back up a little higher so we're not looking at your crotches.
It's very funny. In Germany, it's like normally we have all the names for berries.
Yeah.
Other names. But cranberry stays cranberry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That one was one of the hard ones for me to learn, actually. Tranbud. Because that's like the one juice I would actually drink. And then there's a Tomek. We already showed off your tent. I hope you
Tomek.
cleaned.
have you tried this?
And we broke him. He's been here for a while now.
Now
It's
will
from
be-
Audra. Now you have to try you have to have the chocolate from Audra. We have to see that you survive when eating it too. And now you're going to turn into a pretty Viking. Yeah? Maybe? What did it do to you? No effect? Eat another one. Oh, he's got a twitch. Okay.
Yeah, switching. Switching. So perfect.
So perfect, yeah. We'll put it up a little bit, keep showing you off because they've seen enough of me. All right, I'm
It's
having one
never
more.
enough.
I'm going to have one more and then you guys got to go and share the rest to whoever you find.
Okay.
Because I'm not kidding. You want to see how much chocolate I have in this bag? Let's see.
I think it's, but it's very good. Oh.
Oh, you got to have some of the Bali chocolate from last week because there's still some of that left. It's a harder chocolate though. Oh, that one.
Nice.
You can share that one too because I've had a lot of it. I think there's like 5 or 6 pieces left.
Oh, you don't want it anymore?
Oh no, because I still have 3 bars for the next 3 weeks.
Nice.
At least. I think there might be another one in here somewhere.
Okay.
Yes, there is. There's another one in here too. I have that one too. No, so I'll be busy. This one we had the first time though. You missed out on the bacon chocolate.
Bacon
I know.
chocolate.
It was so funny.
This would be nice.
That was
actually.
really good, and little pieces of apple chunks in there too. It was
But
amazing.
does it taste baby?
No, I'm not sure.
Oh.
A little bit, like a hint of it, but not like massive amounts.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's good because massive might be a little bit.
I'm Ed.
Oh,
Ay, ay, ay.
Vikings walking by. Are you bringing mead? It's a Georg down there. He didn't hear us though.
Now, what's the time actually now?
It is, well, let's see. I started at 6:30 and we've been on for 63 minutes, so it's about 7:30. So they're getting ready. So,
7:30,
Yep. So I
perfect.
will take this time to. Oh, I love dark chocolate. Chocolate covered bacon, says Arlene. Arlene's in Canada, by the way. How your wrist warmers going, Jessica? How did she finish her wrist warmers? I saw she
Yes.
was working on a hat.
I think she finished it. Now, yeah, I will get the hat soon.
Yeah.
The blue one.
The blue one. You're gonna get a hat?
Yeah.
Aw, that's nice.
So, will be nice. Oh, so many bones.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you finish your wrist warmers? Audra was saying.
Yeah, I finished at least
Yeah.
2 pairs.
2 pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't need any more teaching. She's a master now. Well, so you're gonna roll the bones, by the way. Did you find those in the woods?
Yeah.
Queen of
it's
the
from
bones.
reindeers,
Yeah.
and I cleaned them.
They look
and
nice.
I will figure out what I will do with them.
Yeah. It'll be something fun.
Yes.
PJ says, I still haven't tried chocolate-covered bacon. It sounds interesting. I know there was somebody on YouTube, or not YouTube, but one of the needle binding groups about 4 or 5 years ago that was trying to make chocolate-covered bacon the official needle binding food, which I can understand could be very good, but you should not be working with chocolate when you're needle binding because you have to spit.
Oh yeah. Making chocolate.
The look on your face, are you sure you still want that hat now?
DNA is in there.
You're going to have some of
Yeah,
Jessica's
yeah.
DNA on you. Maybe he doesn't want the hat
it's,
after. No, it's good.
No. So no, it's nice.
You have Instagram, by the way, Viking Valley. I haven't shown that off
Yes,
yet.
it's
We can. I don't have a pen.
it's Ingvar
So YNGVAR
Berserk.
Berserk med B-E.
Yeah.
Yeah. Berserk BERSERK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, that's on your Instagram, so you can see them. And you've been doing a lot of beard struggle videos too, which is kind of. You're funny because you're usually the victim in the beard struggle
Yeah,
videos.
always it's
Because you're like
victim
half
or
the size
some-
of the giants that they
Yes.
decided to use for this. But look at that
Always.
beard, huh?
Look at that beard.
Working it.
Yes, working it. It's I think it's quite long now.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. I will never get as long as Karl.
No, but Karl's is getting shorter every now and then because he never cuts the length of it. He just forgets to put out his cigarette and it just kind of yeah. So he burns it off.
I did it one time while I was when I was smithing. I forget, so I put the hot
Chocolate
pine
covered bananas are good.
and then burned all my hair. No,
Did you?
half
Yeah.
of- Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
look at
it's-
that thick beard. Look at that beard. It's so thick. And you have a thick head of
Very
hair. I
thick.
remember when your head was shaved not too long ago, and it's grown so fast.
Yeah.
That was like what, 2 years ago? I think you
2
grew
years
all that
ago,
in 2
yeah,
years. You're
2 years
insane.
And now, yeah, I always wanted to have finally this long, and
Yeah.
now finally I could grow it
Yeah.
without like it's enough. Zzzt.
Yeah, mine. I wanted to do that today too. I took a shower midday before I took that tour because I thought it'd be too stinky. And then I didn't think about it because I let my hair stay down so that it would dry, and I forgot about the humidity coming off my hair.
Yeah.
Holy crap! It's like I had to put my hair up immediately.
Yeah.
So that was the end
it
of
was
that.
very hot today
It
actually.
was really hot today. I don't know what the temperature was exactly. Maybe somebody knows. I would say it was definitely over, well, at least 22 anyway.
No, it was the 30.
Was it 30? Did we hit 30?
Yes.
Oh, that explains it. I came out at 4 and I was dying.
Yeah. Oh.
By the
No,
way,
it was too much.
Audra says it's so hot that I don't need spit. My hands are sweaty enough, or
Yeah.
sweetie. I like sweetie though. Sweaty enough.
Sweet
Lindsay
enough.
says spicy chocolate with chili is also really good. Oh, Audra sent me some last time. I actually don't like chili, but these were perfect because if you took like, or it was
Yeah.
pepper, I think as well. But you take like this little teeny tiny piece, and it was perfect because I had a cold and my nose was running like mad. It was
And
great.
It's open up.
Yeah, it opened
Yeah,
up my
yeah, yeah,
sinuses.
nice.
I was so happy. So it was just like small pieces.
I have eaten
So now I
also,
might be
yeah.
a fan.
No, I think chili chocolate is actually quite nice.
Yeah.
If it's like strong but not very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Chili chocolate is good.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so since we're at the 68-minute point, you probably need to go and get ready to do games.
Yes.
My
games.
office is open. If you know where the black cupboard is,
Yeah. No.
when you walk in on the left, there's a black cupboard.
Okay.
In the top shelf, you'll find the 3 prize bags. You can just take those,
Okay.
and then I will sort you a Nefertafel, a
Okay.
rejected Nefertafel game. But take those
Perfect.
with you. Okay.
This.
I will take the microphone back though, because I got to show them how to do needle binding. I have a
Okay.
stitch of the month I haven't even done yet.
Perfect. Then
You, wait, look at your necklace. There we go. I love the Beastie Guys. They're my
Yes.
favorite. No white wool, says Arlene. Okay. Oh, there he goes. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can show off my silver too. I don't know if I really showed that last. So this is kind of fun. I have 10 rings. I never wear rings, not since I was married anyway. So my fingers feel weird now having them all on. But when I go Viking, then I got to do them all. So let's see if we can do a reverse one. This one I had in bronze, but last year I was able to get it in silver finally, but that wasn't cheap. But I'd had it. This was one of the first jewelries I bought was this one in bronze. This color bronze. And then I finally got one last year in silver because it had been 10 years since I started doing Viking. However, I am totally on board with people saying, we're all looking at my boobs now, with people saying that they don't think that women would have worn all of this when doing handcrafts because the amount of times this hooks onto something, you'll see, I'm actually, see this side here? And now see this side here. There's a little piece like that missing in between. I do have it actually. I found it. I just forgot to loop it on. But that's what happens when it comes undone. And then there is no string strong enough. Even sinew will break. And these ones are from, this is by the way from Ježer's Greg. We call him Pilar Art, P-I-L-A-R-T. Pilar Art, yeah, .pl. Most of my jewelry comes from him. This one is from him as well. The hygiene kit. It's supposed to be a boat with both sides there, but at one point it broke off and I had someone file it down so that it wasn't so sharp. But that is the cleaning kit. This is the one on the, well, my right anyway, at the end of my finger side is for fingernails. Then there's the tweezers. Then there's a spoon. And then there's a teeth, or one for the teeth, a point one. This is the spoon one. It's for earwax. And you can actually use your earwax to sharpen or to strengthen your linen thread, but I don't know if I would do that. Hi, hi. Hi, are you,
We just arrived.
Ah, my Polish people, you're on YouTube.
Yes, we are Polish people.
You're my Polish people. I have a surprise for you, Polish people. They don't look like Vikings yet, but they will. You see that not so Viking car in the village? They are packing from the red house there, the blood house on the left. When they're done packing, you can have the house. Yep, all the way until the 20th. And then in 2 days, there's this one on the end will become available if you need to split up because you might have had too much of each other. Okay.
Yes.
Yep, openly hate each other. It'll be great. Okay, if you go to the far end, they're starting to have a gilda. So if you have anything you want to barbecue, go down and say hi. And I will see you in a little bit. I have to show people how to. Karin. I'm the email one. Nice to see you. Yeah, I've been writing with you. Zika. Okay, see you. I love the Viking outfits, though. That is so snazzy. I was wondering why I was going to have to kill the tourists from coming into the village. Oh, fun. Perfect timing. Okay. Let's see. More on the trip here. Let's see. I'm turning it around. So this is mirrored. This is the key Karl got me when we first got together. Hey, hey. Yeah. But actually, he forgot that he gave me this key. So he got me this key a little later, like the next year, for an anniversary present. Good guy. All silver. These, I think, is Snora Espeland. This one is a guy in Denmark who makes it. Glass Bead Trading, I think, makes this one. They're based on fines. And this key is bronze, and we have these ones in the shop. It's not too bad price. We also have iron ones like that. I like this one because it looks less like a key than the other, but this is the one I used to have because I was using a Viking house, so I thought that meant I should have a key to prove that I was able to have a house. But so I was married to myself, basically. But technically, the guy gives you a key because it's kind of like a wedding ring, although we're living in sin, of course. But it basically means that you have the right to speak for him at the ting. You own all of his possessions. Everything is yours. The key may or may not unlock something, but it's the symbol, so it's a bit like a wedding ring. Oh, Torque. This is also from Ježer's. I need to find this one in silver, but it's going to be expensive. That's one of the last bronze ones I'm still replacing with silver. My kids will get these at some point. Then I have, oh yeah, this works like a grappling hook, so it looks really nice, but it catches on everything. I see you. There you are. What do you got?
Is this board you're talking about?
Yeah, you could use that. Yeah, I haven't even touched it. Yeah, I have one in my office too, if you want. I think yeah, there's one behind my desk too with a bunch of little drawing or whatever on it, but it's not relevant, so you can take the stuff off and use that one too if you want. Okay. And then on most of the markers on my desk are whiteboard. Make sure it doesn't say permanent.
But do you know if they have what is actually these prices?
The twist bags.
Twist bags.
They're in the black cupboard.
In the black.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's okay. Okay, then let's see, what else do I have? Oh yeah, and then these are from Darius. Darius W something, War. Anyway, he made those last year. These are not silver, well, they're silver plated, but they're silver plated brass, so. And then we have the rings and the bracelets. I haven't shown these off in a long time, so it's about time to do so. Let's see. So we have this one. These were probably one of the first ones I had. It's stuck. These ones here. This is like the torque around my neck, but it has different heads on. Actually, I think this has the same heads as my torque. These are one of the first ones I got, probably in around 2016 or something, the first silver. And then this one, is quite similar, a little bit skinnier. That one I got because a friend of mine was getting rid of her silver, and I said, okay, sure, take my money. And then I got this one from the same lady. I would love to make one of these, and one of these days I'll get Jezzers to make one from Karl. This is originally from him as well, but it basically says Berserker, I think. And then there's I think that, no, this might be, this is Berserker, and I forgot what that one said. And then there's a whole crap ton of protection symbols. So I would absolutely love to have something more personal inscribed in one of these. And then I would like it. And then they've got like little bird heads. All the ends of these are animal heads. It's kind of fun. So this one is like that head. And then we'll just take them off here. It's easier to see. Then I have these ones. These ones are the only ones that are not made like torques. They're looped. Oops, got to turn the camera a little bit. They're looped a little bit onto themselves. So these ones, if they don't fit, you're screwed. But they have to be big enough to go over your hand. This one just barely goes over my hand. This one Karl gave me. Probably an anniversary or birthday. I cannot remember anymore. And this one is a friend of mine that was selling her old one too. And I thought I needed it's the same person that made them though, but I liked that there was a different design. These are all the stamping designs from the Viking Age. Then we have this one that Karl got me. This is not the easiest way to take them off. You can turn them and then take them off or slide them over your thumb. They should only just barely go on, otherwise they'll fall off. This one Karl got me as well. What a good guy I have. You can see there's little heads on the end. This one is from the pattern of a sword, I believe. That one. It's good to have birthdays around Karl. And then there's the snake that goes all the way around. We do have these in bronze. This one we sell in the store too. These ones and this one and this one we sell in the store, and that one. But this one is it's silver, so the silver one comes apart like that, and it will catch on everything. It has a little snake head. It does come in a ring though, and that's the one I'm missing, by the way, which I'll tell that story in a second. I hadn't put on all this jewelry in a while, so I was trying to figure out where I put it all. This one I bought Karl. No, this one Karl had from work before. I got him something similar. But I did last year. I bought myself this one. Buy one piece of silver every year, so I got this one because I like the kind of Celtic-y looking knots on it. But Karl has that one too. Then we have the rune ring, which is a thumb ring. This one is also we sell in the shop by Snorra. I have no, and I asked the guy when he came, I'm like, these would sell a lot better if we could tell him what it meant, because we've tried to translate them and it doesn't really make any sense. And he writes me back and says, I looked it up. This is, by the way, younger Futhark. You can tell by that letter there. It's just design function. It doesn't mean anything. I'm like, oh, that's boring. So just like this one, I would love to have one designed where it says something specific. Then most of these we have in the shop. This one, so I could have a sexy thumb like Audra. Audra has one of these, but in silver. This is brass, so you can see comes off a little bit because I've been sweating today. So Audra's brother makes these, and then we sell them on commission for him. But this one, which is the stamping, but it's a little too big for this finger, too small for that finger. And these ones, this is one of the first rings I bought myself. It's the Virginia ring, as we called it, because Virginia and League are the one that was just behind me with the little girl. They used to wear these, but they're really comfortable, so I ended up getting a second one because they don't bang against anything. This one I got last year because I needed a little snake to crawl on my thumb, and I decided I needed all 10 fingers to have something on it. And then this one and this one, the Yelling Dragon, are from Anders Hovland, the one that we saw at the very beginning when he was selling jewelry. He sold these. And then That's my whole silver tour. We need to play with yarn. I haven't done it yet. Okay, I only did a little bit, and that wasn't even the stitch of the month. So we'll put my stuff back on. By the way, here's how you put them on. Over the thin part of your hand. And then turn it. Okay, yarn. Been seeing a little bit of chat. You guys are fun. Albert says he wants the snake ones. I lost the bronze ring, but I think that one is lost. Well, I did have this one in a ring, but this one I've lost it twice, and it found its way back. Like in the parking lot, in the village, and they find it. But I know it's at home. I thought I had it in my bag, and when I went to put my rings on, I didn't have it, so I went and bought a filler ring so I could be cool. Because, the people like to take pictures of the bling. But to be honest, I wouldn't wear this stuff every day. It's too much. My girlfriend took one of my keys from my Viking padlock, says Albert. Oh, that's kind of cool, though. Audra brought her own keys. Yep, see, I'm not the only one. I did buy my own key first. Okay, and yarn. So stitch of the month is Dalarna, and which is one mistake away from Oslo. And a little bit like the York one that we just did. Yeah? Do paper. That works.
Yeah,
As long as they can come up and check it, then it'll be fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will take a round.
All right.
Write the names and
Right, whoever wants to, yeah. I'm excited to hear the results later. Okay, now I need my needle case. Needle case for my kid. One of my favorite things. It was antique, so it came like that. It might have been a cigar holder, but it's the perfect needle binding needle case. And we use this one, I think, today. Narglug, hey, welcome. We miss you. You're supposed to, we wanted you to be here. Actually, a house became available too, but I heard there was work issues, if that's who I think it is, if it's Sergio and Najwa. Okay. So I didn't have yellow yarn, but yellow is the color of the month. Might have some at home, but I usually end up dyeing my yellow wool green, so it has like an acid look to it. Okay. So this one, like Oslo, you need 2 loops on your thumb. My significant other gave me a key when I moved in a few weeks ago. I wonder if what I should give him in return, says Lindsay. Well, that's probably nothing I should say on camera. Najwa says, I miss you too, but life didn't allow me to come this year. No, but you never know. It'll work out. We're getting new places to hide people now. So you have to come. They're coming in all the way from Spain. But yeah, no, we miss you guys a lot. Okay, so 1 loop, but I need 2. So 1 more, go under everything. Then you have a second loop. There you go, like that. Now I have 2. So the new one's at the bottom, of course. That's the same for almost all the stitches. But Oslo, you would either pick the old loop off like that, or you would already have it off your thumb and then just take from behind in that direction, and then twist. And then you would go down this way. But we're not going to do Oslo. We're going to do Dalarna. So you go this way through, twist, and go under the thumb loop. And put it on your thumb, then like that. And then under the leader yarn as well. This yarn is maybe a little thin for this. And then you catch the new one on your thumb. This is a really awkward angle to work at. Let's see if I can move this back a bit. There we go. And see if it'll tilt down more. Nope, it doesn't want to tilt. Okay, I'll try like that. Okay, so new one. Old one. Hey, flinke dere. Ja, tack. And then you go away from you on the old loop, twist, and then you pick up the loop from under on the right side of your thumb instead of down the left. And then you under the leader yarn as well, or you could lift it over now if you wanted to. And then put your thumb with that in front so it catches, the new loop catches on your thumb. And you pull downwards. I'm kind of pulling up because the gimbal's in the way. So there's your old loop. New loop. So you go away, twist, go under the thumb loop, take it off your thumb, go under the leader yarn, put your finger back, and tighten. This is Dalarna. Eventually it might look like bunny ears on the back. I don't know, see if I can see that way. It might look like bunny ears. Raymond will love this part. If it looks like bunny ears, you're going with the bunny ear on the left. If for this one. So, and from the right. So the bunny ear on the left, go right to left through it, then pick up, twist and pick up your under the thumb one and under there. So this is Dalarna. Bunny ears, the one on the left, under the thumb loop and off, under the leader yarn, put your thumb back, pull through. Dalarna, I'm going to do a bunch of these pretty quick now, it's a little hard with my hands that way, they should be staying down here. It's going to be one of those where it looks like the wrong side of the row, your chain is the right side and vice versa, but it's actually correct. It's the second row where it starts to look normal. This one has a basket weave look to it. Like that. Do one more. So, if I pull these through, leave the and loop big so I can see it. And if I tighten it up a bit, this is very loose. I should do a slightly thicker wool. But if I tighten it up, so now your string is on top and upwards, then this is the right side. So it looks a bit like the wrong side. It has a big ridge, but it is actually the right side. So you would be wrapping it around and then going in these top loops here. Oops, these top loops here. But if I flipped it upside down, so the string is at the bottom and underneath, this is the wrong side, but it's like flatter and smoother, and everybody wants that to be the right side, but it's not. It will make sense from the second row. So, putting it back on my thumb, string is up and on top, back on my thumb, tighten to my thumb, there's my old loop. My cat is trying to help me splice the yarn. I love it. So, you will follow the path down and do that. So now these are my top stitches. So this is connecting there. And then the old loop or the bunny ear on the left. If you can see there looks like two there on the left. Right to left through there, and then under the thumb loop, under the leader yarn, put it back on your thumb. This is a big mess to try to hold to at once. It helps if your needle is threaded. There we go. And pull through. Now, make sure, this is the one you went into, so make sure you take the next one. It'll want to switch, don't let it flip. You could even do technically one row of Oslo and then just switch to Dalarna and cut off the first row if you want to, if it's really confusing. But it'll help get you started. So again, double check. This is the one I went into because there's a yarn through it. This is my next one. But Dalarna, it can be a little tricky at first. It's actually, like I said, one mistake away from Oslo because you're not going down this loop. You're picking it up from underneath. But it has such a nice woven look to it. So if I do a bunch here, and you can kind of see maybe the basket weave look if this isn't too thin. The wrist warmers on last week's YouTube, you can see that Audra is wearing the wrist warmers. Those are it's a little bit thicker wool than this, so it's perfect for it. But that's the made with Dalarna stitch, and I striped it or spiraled it. Okay, so not to confuse yourself, because I don't know how many of you have done this, but I've done it a gazillion times, so I'm assuming you have too. This is my start yarn. This is my end yarn. Because we don't want to accidentally splice yarn on that, but I don't know if I can't sew it in just yet. Put a little knot on the end. So you know that you do not want to splice yarn on that end. You want to splice your new yarn on the right end. So it's a little trick there. Let's see. Doing carboning stitch at the moment. Same stitch family. Oh, I haven't done that one in a long time. 2 mistakes is outer. What? Okay. This is the yarn that Audra had, so just for thickness. The ones that the wrist warmers were made out of is this one here. And that's a little bit better thickness than this one, but they're both a Lopi yarn. It doesn't have to be Lopi, it can be whatever. I like using Lopi in the beginning because then you can't mix up the ply. There, go back a bit. So then I had to splice on new. Now I've been eating chocolate, so this is probably not a good idea. I'll just do a little bit because I'm going to use this wool for something else, I think. Those colors go well together, by the way, Audra. Okay, if you have a 2-ply yarn, you can just take apart the ply, but if you don't, you can try to fuzz up the end a bit. A little bit, and then on the end you're going to join with no knot, so now I'm doing it right. And then you make them like French kiss. Mwah. Ta-da! Then a little bit of chocolate spit, and then you splice. Or you. I might have too much sweat in my hand for this. But really rub it. Nice thing about Lopi yarn though and pure wool is it splices much easier. I say boy-girl connection. I like that. Let's see. There. I made this little video of my kid when she was showing how to do needle binding at 7 years old. And she couldn't get the yarn to go through the needle, so she yelled at it. I thought that was funny. She's like, come! That is actually on YouTube somewhere. And my little kid knitting. Again, yeah, if you're not, it's going to get past this place here. It's a little thicker there, so I like to kind of tighten it. Take that one out. Where's the old loop is here. And the new loop in this. Make it a little bit smaller. Where it's thicker so it won't show up too much. You could actually like kind of shave off half the thickness of each yarn to try to get it a little thinner. Okay, so now I'm around to the second row. This is where things can go wrong. So if you were positive that you did not make a Mobius loop, an infinity, you actually made a perfect ring, and then it still ends up getting messed up, it's because you're connecting your second row. It is possible, without knowing it, that you do this. And you don't want to do that. If you accidentally made a Mobius and you want to fix it, you can force it to go that way. But so you have to be very certain that you're not twisting your row and joining the second row. I don't know if you can see that too well. They're like that. So this is my next loop. And then after I finish this row, I can get that string out of the way. Does this yarn ever get caught in your bling? All the flipping time. There's a reason I am not wearing this ring on this thumb. I notice Outer does the same thing, so I think it's probably for the same reason. If I had the one on this finger, then it would get caught. But it's just for comfort. It's like wearing a seatbelt in the house. It kind of feels better to just not bind without all the rings on. But it looks nice and sexy when you have rings on the finger. I was telling Outer her fingers were sexy finger nail binding, sexy thumbs. So it just looks more. Make sure that stays out of the way. It looks cooler. But yes, it can get caught in your rings. But all the ones that it would catch in easily, like that one and this one especially, it's easier to keep those out of the way. See, and I'll keep going. Now I'm probably to the point where I could weave that in if I wanted to. Bunny ear on the left. Good morning. Nice evening. Now that's a Viking car, I gotta say. It's huge. The Polish people have found each other. We have more than one Polish tent here. Okay. Ta-da. I think my foot fell asleep over there on the left. Okay. So you can kind of get away. Now I'm just starting my third round. And again, it's still possible to flip it, but it's less likely now. But if I stretch it out a bit, this is the right side. It looks a bit like basket weaving. My book is now 123,966 words. So much for trying to trim it down. Oh my gosh. Good job, though, on finishing your chapter. By the way, PJ, I just stretched my foot there. Oh, it's like I can't feel anything. So how much are you trying to edit it down to, though? That's what I wonder. It sounds like the Billy Joel song. You got to get it down to 3:05. What is it? If you want to make a hit, you got to make it quick. So I cut it down to 3:05 or something like that. But anyway, so it looks a bit like basket weaving on this side. And then on the wrong side, it's harder to tell with this yarn. I probably should choose a better one. It looks a bit like ridges. There's a ridge, there's a ridge, there's a ridge. But the right side. So if you have two colors you want to mix together, this does a really good job blending your stripes together. Let's see. I'm going to catch up on chat and I'll show you what the village looks like without a car in it. There you are. Oops, you can see the sun is starting to... Oh, you can hear drumming down there maybe or maybe not. We have a lot of drummers here today. Anne says, maybe working on my blanket with this heat wasn't such a great idea. I'm getting overheated. Oh, yeah, no, I was sweating for everything today. I literally went and took a shower before I had a guided group today. That's an awesome stitch, says Morpho. I'm glad you like it. Did I say that right? Yeah, Morpho. I was thinking for a minute it was Morpho. Oh, my God, my foot is asleep. PJ says, I started 128,000 words, got it down to 122, and then wrote this new chapter. Catch up on chat. Yeah, no, there's a lot. Mustard, too. I hope to get back to knitting at some point as well, says PJ. I do miss knitting. There was a lot of fun with that. I don't miss the unraveling of it, but it does make I have carpal tunnel syndrome in both wrists. So I kind of I can't do it for too very long. Carboning stitch, I got to look that one up again because I know we've done that. It has, I think, more than one name. Let's see. Yep.
Most of them was not so eager with games.
Not so eager? Oh, okay.
I just put it back.
No, but if you find out you're just going to do it at any time during the week, if they want to do a game, then go ahead.
It's better, I think, to
Yeah.
maybe 2 days before I will write.
Yeah.
So everybody's like eager, and we have the names. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it might, to be honest, it could be just too. Everybody's here saying on chat as well. It's too fucking hot where they are, and they're all over the world. Yeah, so I think everybody just got too hot.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, when I got down, everybody was so chill.
Everyone was so chill. Yeah, no, it might be too hot for games, but it's good that you have the idea if they wanted to. 2 on the thumb. 3 after going through twisted loop like Dalarna. Oh, okay, yeah, then I think I've done that one. I have to go water the allotment very soon. Oh, I totally get it. It's hot. No, we've actually been getting rain. But anyway, I should probably go. I like that I'm in stereo today. We should do this without Karl. But yeah, so, hey! Can we see the stomach? I have to see the stomach. It's growing! It's growing! You work it.
Happy mommy to be.
Happy mommy to be. It's Adita. 68 degrees, 20 degrees Celsius there, Roger. Oh my God, I missed that. That was like usually a hot day here. Yeah. So, in the pit house behind me, Jay will be here. He gets here tomorrow. Yeah, it's something in the water. There's like pregnant people everywhere. Anyway, we have at least 3 on staff now that are pregnant. And 2 new babies born within the last year and 1 born the year before that. But okay, so tomorrow Jay gets here and he'll have time to set up. I have no idea what time he arrives, usually after closing hours. And then on Monday, the 14th, Jay says that he can be ready and we'll watch him do some brewing with mead and such in his house. It's not the water. What is it? I want to know. Is it Freya, the god over there? She's doing overtime. Or was it Viking men come on ships late at night? Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, but yeah, I think we're going to do a little surprise YouTube. It will be at 6:30, so same time as this one, wherever you are. And yeah, Karl won't be here for that, but that's too bad. But we do need to show, off Roger, not Roger, Jay doing his things. You know, you got me all hot and bothered, Roger. It's the alcohol. And then... So we're going to call it week 277 and a half for that. And this will be the first time I've ever tried to collaborate on. Every time I try to start a YouTube Live, it asks me, do I want to send with somebody together? And I'm assuming this works like Instagram. I've never tried it before. But this time I can, because Jay has his own YouTube channel too. It's in German. But he focuses on making beer and the craft making beer. I don't think he sells anything. I don't think he can because alcohol. But anyway, so I'll try to collaborate with him. It'll be kind of fun to see. I'm guessing the chat will be much bigger then because we'll have some of his guys in here too. And probably a lot of German. So this will, if you know how to read German, this will be a fun exercise. Okay, so anyway, see you. Well, we'll see you Saturday. Saturday will be somewhere in France, Karl and I, but we might have to switch the day based on the wedding. It's a 3-day wedding thing. But I will post in advance. I will post, we'll try to post at least a day in advance when we know what time and when we can send. Somewhere in France. But anyway, yep, Monday, bonus episode. Okay, see, oh, Garcia's there too. Yep, I see names. Okay, bye-bye. This way. There. Too many rings. Only this Monday for fun.